Hi, this is Charla Bennett, Education Consultant with Steelcase Education Solutions. And in this tutorial, we will continue learning about the stylus and other accessories that are included in your kit. This will be an approximately 8-minute webinar. One of the items that you will find in your accessory kit is your Bluetooth adapter. Some people call this a Bluetooth dongle, and it functions to allow the stylus to communicate wirelessly with your computer workstation. So the product utilizes standardized Bluetooth protocols for communication between the stylus and your computer. Therefore, it is important to remember the following items when using your stylus. When the stylus is paired with your computer, it was either paired using an internal Bluetooth radio device, but more likely than not, it was paired using the external Bluetooth radio adapter that you're seeing on your screen right now. For the Bluetooth to work properly, it must be placed in the same USB port each time. So whatever USB port was utilized when pairing the specific stylus to your computer, you need to plug the adapter into the same port each time. If you're experiencing an issue with your stylus and you aren't sure if you have the adapter in the correct USB port, what you can do is you can place the cap on your stylus, place the Bluetooth radio adapter in another USB port, and then remove the cap to see if the stylus responds when you interact with your board. If that troubleshooting technique does not work and you're still having issues, you can either contact your local technology director or coordinator to give you assistance, or you can call Steelcase Technical Support directly at 1-800-334-4922. The great thing about technical support is they are available 24 hours a day, Monday through Friday. So you can reach them at whatever time is convenient for you, and they will help you troubleshoot any issues you might be having. Let's talk a bit more about the camera that is in the stylus. Here you can actually see a visual of where the camera is located right below the stylus tip. And what this camera is going to do is look at the surface of the board, read the microscopic dot pattern that is on the surface, and then communicate via Bluetooth with your computer to tell the stylus to either single mouse click if you tap the surface once, or double mouse click if you tap on an icon twice. You can also do a right mouse click by clicking and holding the stylus on the surface of the board. When you see a circle appear, lift the stylus and you will see the right click menu appear. The dots are very important because they tell the stylus where it is in relationship to the board. So it is a tracking pattern that will then communicate back with your computer to tell you where your cursor or your digital ink is housed. The camera can see from a wide variety of angles, but it's really important that you have a clear view of the board for the camera to be able to read the dots. Let's talk a little bit more about how you should hold your stylus and how the camera reads the dot patterns. So it can see from a wide range of angles, it needs to have a clear view of the board. So what does that mean? A clear view means that you should always hold the stylus with the camera part closest to the board, much like you would a fountain pen. So the pointed tip of the stylus should be on top, with the branding logo also on the top. You'll want to hold the stylus at a slight angle relative to the board Don't hold it exactly perpendicular at a 90-degree angle, because a lot of times overhead lighting will cause a glare and the camera can't read the dots. So I recommend holding it at about between a 45 and 90-degree angle to the board. You'll notice that there's a button on the stylus. You're seeing that here on your visual display. And that button is pushed or depressed in when the cap is put on the stylus. That turns the camera off, and it also turns off the Bluetooth communication. When you remove the cap, it turns the camera on and creates the pathway, or the Bluetooth communication is established. You'll notice when you're writing, if you hold the stylus above the green ring, your finger may inadvertently hit this on-off switch. So you'll want to be careful that when you're using the stylus or writing with digital ink, to hold behind the green ring. It's your visual clue of where to hold the stylus. If a stylus cap is left off, the stylus will turn itself off, turn off the camera and turn off the Bluetooth communications after 7.5 minutes to reserve the battery. To restart the camera and the Bluetooth, you'll just want to put the cap back on your stylus, wait for about 3 seconds, and then take the cap off. Should be good to go. When you're not using your stylus, make sure you put the cap back on to reserve the battery life. Some frequently asked questions about the stylus are, how durable is it? So will this withstand the wear and tear of the typical classroom? What if my students drop it? Will it break? Well, we've actually drop tested the stylus from a distance of 20 feet on a concrete floor, and the camera and the Bluetooth communication can withstand a drop of 20 feet. So you'll be able to utilize it with confidence in your classroom. It's a very durable product. We talked about how to hold the pen. The angle is important, and also making sure that you have the stylus tip on top and behind the green ring to make sure that your fingers don't hit the on-off switch. What type of a battery should you use? A AAA lithium battery will give you the best performance and the longest life of battery. How long will the removable pen tip last? Well, based on the amount of time that you use your stylus as part of instruction and the pressure that you apply when writing on the board will determine how long the pen tip lasts. Generally, you can expect about 1 to 3 years of pen tip performance before you need to replace it. What is the warranty on the stylus? You actually have a 2-year warranty from date of purchase. If anything goes wrong through normal wear and tear and usage of the stylus within that 2-year period, you'll want to contact our customer service. I gave you the 800 number earlier in this presentation. Contact them and they will be very helpful in getting you a replacement to your stylus if it's still covered by warranty. Additional stylus can be purchased through our reseller partners, and you can actually collaborate with up to 3 pens simultaneously on your board. So for example, you could have 3 students solving the same math equation, maybe even using 3 different color stylus ink or digital ink at the same time to utilize one of the blank white pages available as part of the driver. So we'll cover how to activate those blank white pages in a future tutorial, but this concludes the intermediate skills or the continuing education on your stylus. I hope that the session was helpful, and thank you for your time.